so much better with your rhythm, with your timing. Huge difference. So sounding very solid. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, we're moving on to eighth notes this week. So when you're counting along, it's going to be a little bit different now. Now you're going to say only what you play. So if you had a solid bar of eighth notes, it would look like this. Okay, so that first bar, you'd count it like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So you have a downbeat and an upbeat now. So when you've been playing stuff and you're counting the 1, 2, 3, 4, those are your downbeats. You're synced up with the metronome on those. So when I'm saying and, that's the upbeat. So it's in between all the downbeats. So if you had an eighth note by itself, oops, it's this guy right here. So there's your quarter note, there's your eighth note. So the difference, and how you can tell what the difference is, this curved line here is a flag. You got one flag attached to the quarter note. That turns it into an eighth note. So looking at these here, well, that's two eighth notes beamed together. So you got one flag still attached to the quarter note here and here. So it's not a quarter note anymore now because the flag makes it an eighth note. So a typical way of seeing eighth notes grouped together is you'll have them beamed across like this. So this way it's easier to see where the down and the upbeats are. I have seen eighth notes where they'll have 4 of them beamed together, but it's not as common as seeing them in groups of 2 like this. So when you're playing, you're going to be syncing up the downbeats that are with your downstroke and the upbeats with your upstroke. So every time your foot goes down, your hand goes down, foot comes up, your hand comes up. You've basically been doing that already when you have consecutive quarter notes over and over again. So in order to do 2 downstrokes in a row, you have to obviously hit the strings on the downstroke. You got to come back up and hit the strings again. So now you're going to be making an effort to hit the strings on the upstroke on some parts of the beat. So that's all of beat 1, all of beat 2. This is all of beat 3. And then there's beat 4. So every bar has the same count, same rhythm, and that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's what you're going to say when you play number 1. Just trying to think if there's anything else. I think that about covers it. So let's demonstrate this guy. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 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 4. Done. And I did change how this looks at the end now. I haven't just been doing a whole note. But after it confused somebody, I decided I better do it this way from now on. So there's your quarter note at the end. So if you want it to ring out longer than a quarter note, that's fine. But this right here is a dotted half note rest. So this way you're, if any, yeah, basically, anyway, I can't talk. I am not editing that out. You get to laugh at me sounding like an idiot. Anyway, 120 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. There we go. Okay. Number 2, we have extra upstrokes. So, before you watch this next part, see if you can figure out what the count is, and then you can double check if you got it right. But here it is at 60 beats per minute. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 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 4. Done. Under 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 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 4. Done. And number 3. 1 extra upstroke. So again, see if you can figure out what the rhythm is before watching the next part. And here we go. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Alright, this next one, you want either no distortion or very, very little. So we're going to take those chords that you labeled all the intervals with and arpeggiate them. Make sure that you're holding them well. You can hear everything. So I'll play this at 60, and basically your goal is to be able to go from one to the next at a fair pace. If you'd like to go faster than 60, you're welcome to. If you would like to practice it without doing metronome first just to get the hang of it, that's also fine. So you'll likely come across 1 or 2 chord transitions that will be extra difficult compared to the others. Focus on those. Now, for most people, going from the A minor to the B diminished is a pain in the ass, so that might be a good place to focus. And then every second bar, you have a half note that's finishing, so you don't have to let that ring out all of beats 3 and 4. You don't need to let it ring out those last 2 beats the entire time. Go ahead and start transitioning into the next chord shape, so this way you're ready to play it when the metronome starts around again. That is opposite of what we've talked about in moving power chords. Moving power chords, we've done that in a different way. So I'm suggesting moving early on these to help you get into new chord shapes, make it easier for your fingers. Tightening that up later can happen, will happen, but yeah, it does go against what we've talked about in making sure that you're moving to the new power chord on the beat. And here I'm suggesting you move early, but let's just look at it as two different things, and we'll approach it in 2 different ways. So anyway, pick this however you feel comfortable. If you want to do all downstrokes, that's fine. If you want to do downstrokes this way and then upstrokes this way, that's fine. As long as you hear every note, that's what counts. So here we go. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. One and two. There we go. I think that covers everything. So yeah, again, so much better on the timing there. Very, very happy to see that. And yeah, let me know if any questions come up. And I'll see you again next week.